Hola estudiantes, para terminar este mes de la herencia hispana, hoy vas a recibir las noticias en español. A medida que concluimos la semana 12 de la escuela y esperamos ansiosos el inicio del clima de otoño, esperamos con ansias las fiestas de otoño que se celebran en octubre. En este episodio de The View de esta semana tenemos anuncios, deportes, actualizaciones de películas, clima y sobre lo que está sucediendo en la comunidad de la escuela y más. The View comienza ahora.
Hello, Mountain View.
Hola, es viernes 18 de octubre, soy Ariana y yo te traeré las noticias. Estudiantes, ¿quisiste unirte al Color Guard este año pero no pudiste? Pues estás de suerte. El programa de la banda está organizando Color Guard de invierno de este año para todos los estudiantes interesados. Vemos este video sobre Color Guard. El teatro presenta hoy Ripcord a las 7. Los boletos cuestan $5. Se trata de una apuesta aparentemente ofensiva entre las ancianas que rápidamente se convierte en un juego peligroso de un solo liderazgo que revela no solo la tenacidad de estos valiosos oponentes, sino también verdades más profundas que salen a la luz. A continuación, tenemos un cortometraje y centro de atención creado por uno de los estudiantes de cine, Destiny Hong. Esta película muestra las luchas de poder y las influencias entre la expresión histórica y la expresión moderna.
Some years, the May picture.
Propaganda skillfully employed to turn millions of men to a cruel hatred of their fellow men. The study of history reveals a great deal of propaganda that has been used to fight wars and win wars.
Police turn high-pressure fire hoses on the young people and set attack dogs on them.
Pattern of emotional response. Rage, fear, and the emotional response to love to keep the races separate, then the Supreme Court law doesn't mean anything. It doesn't.
Warnings of arrest, threats of jail terms, and violence all fail to put out what burns in the hearts and minds of the youngsters.
Black Lives Matter is very important because people of color have been going through oppression for so long since this world came to be.
People self-express themselves because they want to show who they are.
There's always going to be people that aren't like satisfied with the outcome of things, and there's always going to be people that disagree with others' opinions, and there's just always going to be those that hate.
We're trying to have a world for ourselves because we've all grown up in a world where we're oppressed or we're treated unfairly.
We just get back to the way we want to, yeah.
Do you think that the younger generation is more influenced by the older generation?
I think so, to be honest, especially it plays a big part in the music industry. Like a bunch of old head music comes back after a while and it still stays there, and even kids take beats.
Do you feel as if there are more outlets of self-expression, and if so, what are some outlets of that you know?
I feel like nowadays, yeah, there are a lot. There's people that express themselves through their clothes, through sports, through social media. The older generations are kind of what built up to what we are now, and there's a lot of people that they sort of outline their life based on the 80s or the 90s or retro stuff, and it definitely influenced a lot.
Through their clothes and how they say things, and through music. It's not just through words anymore. They have different outlets these days.
The overnight show was in celebration of yesterday's U.S. Supreme Court ruling to legalize gay marriage nationwide.
Protesters there were confronted by a militarized police force reminiscent of the scene in Ferguson in 2014. Video was posted that appeared to show an officer with her weapon raised in the direction of protest.
And another protest is about to start.
Our children! Our choice!
The problem I would like to change in the world is homophobia and all the people that are against the LGBTQ community, because I don't really understand why people hate the fact that they love who they love and they want to be who they want to be. Just leave them alone and let them express themselves how they want.
There's more, the LGBT community is, a lot more bigger, more expansive, more diverse. It's more accepted nowadays. Back then, you didn't want to, come out, but now people are willing to come out.
A lot of negative problems happen with these positive movements like LGBT and Black Lives Matter. A lot of negative problems come with that because a lot of people aren't as accepting. Some people still think of the old ways and don't want to accept new things, or just want to stay where they were. They don't want to evolve with the new times. And so people often get mixed up in that and then start to hate on other people for doing something different, because a lot of people just want to stay the same. And so when you do something different, other people don't like that.
Growing up, I grew up in a very poor neighborhood in Florida, and I feel like there could be ways for more families to make a living and to be able to support their own family and to have an actual affordable house.
I would want to change drug use, because a lot of people die from it and it's highly addictive.
I show off my insecurities, and that builds up self-esteem. And I think, everyone should just stop worrying about what's not good about them and instead express what they love most. A factor I think really made self-expression a thing is people being more open-minded to things.
We really have to take care better of our environment so we can live long and so our children or family can live long in this world too. And we all just have to do better together so we can all live in this world a long time.
Ese fue un buen video. Siempre es bueno escuchar la perspectiva de diferentes personas sobre diferentes asuntos. Vamos ahora a los deportes. Felicitemos a la Brigada Negra y Dorada de la banda marchante Mountain View High School por colocarse en el tercer lugar en la clase AAA y superior en percusión. El Color Guard y sobre todo la banda venga a apoyar su última competencia mañana en el Liceo Sprayberry. Actúan a las 2:30 p.m. Los boletos cuestan $10 y no puedo esperar para verte allí. La semana pasada tuvimos una gran victoria en nuestro juego de la casa contra Discovery. Los excluimos con un puntaje de 35-0. Buen trabajo, Bears, y gracias a todos por venir. No tenemos partido este viernes. Atención a todos los estudiantes. ¿Estás interesado en gestionar un deporte? Bueno, el equipo de natación y buceo necesita gerentes para ayudar durante las reuniones. Para obtener más información, consulte Miss Wesley en el pod de 9º grado. Cross Country tiene una reunión de campeonato el sábado 19 de octubre. 7A campeonatos del Área 4, Georgia International Horse Park en Conyers. Ven y muestra tu apoyo. Con eso concluyen nuestras noticias deportivas para esta semana. Muchas gracias por sintonizar. Bueno, eso concluye el episodio de The View de esta semana. Asegúrese de seguir nuestra página de Instagram y Twitter en Mountain View High School TV para recibir actualizaciones durante la semana. Gracias por ver y nos sintonizamos nuevamente la próxima semana. A medida que avance su día, recuerde siempre, la vida es como un escenario y alguien siempre está viendo. Stay excellent, Mountain View.
Y arriba yo, mi papá